Hello, my name is Austin. I'm based out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I have a wife and a son, and one of my hobbies is fish keeping. I have a 125 with some frontosas that are growing out. There's some yo-yo loaches in there, and some dubosoi, Juliachromis, and some other fish in there that are just in there with them. I have some fry from some peacocks and some mbuna. Those are African cichlids. Those other guys are African cichlids too. They're just from another lake. So this is a 125 with frontosa. There's a 40-gallon with baby mbunas. They're all growing out to go in my 400-gallon pond out in my garage. I have another 20-gallon over here around the corner. That's sitting on my desk. Another group of babies that are growing out for the 400-gallon. And then I also have this 75 that is full of females and a couple males growing out to go in the 300-gallon display tank in my living room. There's albino Eureka Reds. There's some Eureka Reds. I got a couple Fuscos. This guy's coloring up, trying to get them to breed, but it's been taking a while. And yeah, that's pretty much the tanks in here. To continue on, this is my 300-gallon 8-foot by 2-foot by 2.5-foot tall 300-gallon tank. It's all male African cichlids, mostly males and peacocks and haps. There's 4 Pictus cats in here, 4 different plecos, and there is a bunch of these upside down catfish, along with 2 black widow frontosa and 1 regular frontosa. Otherwise, there's a bunch of fish like the pink dragon blood, regular dragon blood, livingstone. You got the star sapphire, big star sapphire, eye biter. You got a bunch of OBs, a couple hybrids, big boy trout up in there. Blue peacock, white lips. This is another Eureka Red. A couple Red Empress. My brother's actually breeding those, so I have a couple extra of those in here. Got the nice gar back here. He's pretty cool. He is currently boss of the tank. He keeps to his little corner and he keeps everybody out of it. Even took one of my direct decorations out of there, if you can see. And yeah, that's pretty much the 300-gallon. I also have a 400-gallon pond. And after that is my 400-gallon mbuna pond. There's yellow labs. There's albino blue ice, something like that. There's Kandani. There's yellowtail acai. There's quite a few OBs, bumblebees, a lot of different kinds in here. And this is where the grow outs are going to end up in, so I know how to give them more out here as well. Alright, now that you've seen my tanks, I guess we can walk around and feed some of them and just show you kind of like what that is entailing. I just use some flakes, and those will go up in here, and we'll get down to them eventually. Everybody kind of takes off of it. And then I'll go through. I guess we can do that quick. Okay, and then after feeding them guys, I come up here and just get these guys. This is just a bunch of broken up flakes, and mix it into super tiny pieces, and just feed them some of that. And then I'll also run down to these two tanks. There's this one down here. Let's get in quite a bit. And then these guys, give them a little bit. It takes a while for it to get down to them. There we go. You can barely even see them. After I give them some flake, I'll go through and give them a little extra pellets just to keep full bellies. Make sure everybody can get some. Give these guys a little bit of food. These guys some of their pellets. Give them pellets a little too soon, but it'll work out. Then we'll come out to the 300 gallon and I'll usually give them some food. I like to watch them follow me around the tank, so I will go back and forth for a minute. And then I'll pop it in there. Give them some flake first and let them chill out, and then we'll pop some pellets in there as well. Once they're pretty much done eating it off of the top up there is when I'll usually pop in the pellets, and they'll usually do a small handful since there's so many in here. A little bit in the front and a little bit in the back so everybody can get some. After feeding all the tanks inside, I usually come out here and give these guys some food as well. So I'll just start with some flake. We usually get quite a bit since there's like almost 200 of them in here. You can't really see them because they hide up in the rocks and whatnot, but eventually they'll come out and start eating like crazy. Let them go after the flakes for a little while, and then I'll pop some pellets in there just like the other guys. They're all fucking camera shy.